For my 40th birthday, I got braces. It's been about 10, 11 months now, and honestly, it's been the best decision that I've ever made. Happy with my progress. I can't believe that we're almost at the 1 year mark, and time went by so quickly. So if you want to get braces, let this be a sign for you to get braces. Is it expensive? Yes, it is. But now a lot of orthodontic offices offer financial aid. So just check with your office. I'm sure they will have a financial plan. And that should definitely help in terms of finances. But start the process, because I found that once you start the process, you will figure out how to get that money. So at least you need to know how much it's going to be, and then you can work your way from there. But start the process. And then the other thing is it annoying when you eat? 100%. So the eating, the biting, and the flossing, those three things are the most annoying part. So when I mean biting, I mean chewing your food, because that's important, to chew your food. We don't realize that because it's something that we just do so naturally without thinking about it. But when you have braces, and especially if you've had extractions, chewing becomes such a nightmare, because the food will go and sit in where the extractions are. It will go and sit in the gaps, and then you have to get it out and then chew it again, and then it goes and stay again, and you have to chew it out. So it's quite a struggle, and I am already a slow eater, and this definitely made me an even slower eater. But it's temporary, and it only really is uncomfortable that first 2 to 3 months. You get used to having the braces, and you maneuver around your braces. You get used to it very quickly, because I adjusted so quickly. It's like I was born for this. And I think it's because I probably did a lot of research, and it just made my journey so much easier. So that is one thing, the eating. And then obviously every time you eat, food is all over your brackets, and you feel conscious about it, especially if you're eating with people. If you're eating by yourself, it's not really a big deal, because you're going to clean your mouth afterwards. But if you are eating at a restaurant, which is what we love to do, and then you eat and you talk, because when I eat, I like to eat and talk, and like I have a whole social experience. Then you'll be conscious about the potential food that can get stuck in between your braces. So I would suggest your first couple of times that you go out to a restaurant, like, let it be a safe circle. So with good friends or with your family. My first experience was with my family, my siblings and my parents. So it wasn't really, I didn't really feel uncomfortable, because they don't really care. They will tell me, and then I will just go and clean it. Like, they're my home slices. So it really wasn't a big deal. So just be mindful of that. And in practicing of when you are going out, say you're not going out for 2 months and you have your braces on now, eat in front of a mirror, or get a mirror, because I used to use my compact mirror, and as I'm eating, I would just look to see where the food goes and sit, so that when I do go to a restaurant, I know exactly where the food will go and sit, and I can just check a mirror real quickly, or I can drink some water, swish it out, and just feel with my tongue if the food is still there, or whatever the case may be. So that was one thing. And then the flossing. The flossing was honestly, the flossing and the chewing. Those two things were hard, because the flossing took forever and a day. It took about 30 minutes the first time I had to floss, because that was day one. My bottom teeth were super sensitive, because they moved first. They moved so fast. And just flossing was painful, for one. And then for two, I'm not used to the thread and the whole process. It just felt like it was so much. But it gets better as time goes on. You become faster and more efficient with it. As time goes on, now it takes me about, I take my time because I do a whole lot of I do a whole lot of things when I brush my teeth. I brush, I floss, and then I water floss, and then I also swish with coconut oil before I start that whole process. So it takes a while, but I love it that way. I prefer it that way because I want my teeth to be and everything to be clean as possible. And yeah, and also when you go for your teeth cleaning, you have to go in the morning to remove your wire and your elastic. So you'll be without the wire and elastic, a weird feeling. I have a video of that because I remember when I did it, I felt so free. It was such a weird feeling. So you remove it and then you go and clean your teeth. You can clean it with everything, but it's just easier for your hygienist to, if you don't have all of those things, if you don't have the wire and the elastic on, it's just easier for them to clean, and they can really get in there and clean your teeth properly. So I went that route, and then afterwards you go back and you put your brackets and your wire and your elastics on. But if you need a sign, those are the only main things that I feel I was truly impacted. The finances was a big portion because it's a lot of money that you're parting with, but I feel like that investment is absolutely worth it. Because I'm already happy with my results, and we're not even done. We're far from being done, but I'm already happy with my results. There's still a lot of work that needs to be done, but for the most part, I'm happy with the current progress where we're at. And then the eating, you get used to the eating, because at the moment I eat whatever I want to eat, but I'm cognizant of, if something is hard, I'm not going to eat it because it's just not worth it. Because I hate going to the orthodontist. If I whenever I break a bracket or whatever, I hate to go to the orthodontist for repairs. Like, I hate it. I don't like it because I'm a routine person, and it just messes with my routine. And then the other thing is obviously the flossing, but that gets better over time. So just for the most part, it's just the eating, and then obviously eating in front of people, but that also gets better, especially at the 6-month mark where you have the strongest wire. I feel like once you get to the strongest wire, I'm at that now. I think I got to the strongest wire at month 7, 6 or 7. And once you're at that month 6 and 7, you can pretty much do whatever you want to. So the first 2 months is the hardest, and then as you go, it gets better, but it's absolutely worth it. And then you also have to think about it. This is such a temporary process, and to be able to fix your smile, you will be more confident, and you will like yourself more. I think the more you invest in yourself, you will like yourself more. And we don't have enough of that. People are not confident with being themselves. So I just want to encourage that for people to be confident within themselves and love themselves more and invest in themselves. Because what else? What else? So yeah, I'll be sharing more of my journey for my braces. Also, I love fashion. I'm not a trend girly. I don't follow trends. As you can see, everyone has the Van Cleef on. I've got pearls on. I am not but I love fashion as well. So I'll share fashion things as well, but not trendy things. Like, I'm a classic fashion girly. So share my looks, and it's old looks. I mix old looks and mix and match things, mix and matchy situations. So watch out for all of that. But also I'll share more videos on my braces, and also how we started and where we are now. I'll add a progress video as well. So please follow me, and let's enjoy this journey. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.